Good morning from the Scarlet Lady on our first ever sea day on a Virgin cruise.
Doesn't she look relaxed? We are out on our balcony. Mrs. Canuck is in her hammock. And we are just off the coast of Cuba this morning on a beautiful day. So you might be wondering what our first night was like on a Virgin cruise here at the Scarlet Lady. And we did request a bed topper. We had some people that told us that the beds can be a little firm. And you need to ask for one of those, which we did. And good thing we did, because even with the bed topper, I found the bed really, really firm.
Yeah, no, good pro tip if you're going on a Virgin cruise and you don't like a really hard mattress, and ask for a bed topper. I thought it worked fine for me. Yeah.
There you go. Other than that, we managed to figure out the controls to turn off the lights. That was the first hurdle. And yeah, quiet and nice smooth ride overnight, and they managed to catch up on a lot of sleep. So yeah, we are going to go and poke around, probably find some breakfast, and we are going to see what a Virgin cruise looks like during a day at sea. We're going to see how this ship handles the crowds, if there are crowds, what there is to eat, and what there is to do. So come along today and enjoy the fun. We are leaving the cabin, and so we had to push this little button here. And the blue one means that we are ready to be serviced. And if you push the other one, it turns red, which is sleeping in. So that then changes your little light color out here. So it's blue instead of red now. Off we go. We're here at the Galley, looking for something to eat. Mrs. Canuck is looking at some charcuterie cheese, cold smoked salmon.
Oh, that's cool.
We've got some fresh fruit. And more of the same in this one.
Oh yeah, look at this.
Oh, this is Canuck. She's going for some weird stuff that I would never think about.
Mixed berry bento box.
Oh, mixed berry. It's not weird. It just looks weird. The presentation is still kind of has me a little off guard here. Anyways, everybody said to us that Virgin's pretty quiet in the morning. Everybody's up late at night. I'm not sure they told me the truth. Take a look. And that's what the seating looks like in here.
Is there a table available?
We're looking for a table, I think. Look how hot those coffees and teas are. They are steamy. Wow. There you go. And look what Mrs. Canuck has found.
We are trying all the things today, guys.
She's got her own version of the temptation basket right there.
Look at this little cute little raspberry Danish. And this apparently has apple in it.
There you go. And she's trying to get into her bento box.
Yeah.
Let's see. Think she can do it?
No.
She knows there's something she wants in there.
I can't get it open. You're going to have to.
I'm going to have to do it.
Wait a minute. I got one part there.
Guess it's going to be my turn to try.
Give me that. Thank you.
There we go. There's what's in there. I ripped off the lid.
Thank you.
A little bit of fruit. Okay, I got my own version of the Temptations. Mine's a little more savory. I have got a caprese quiche, and I've got a croissant that's got a little bit of egg, bacon, and cheese on it. Egg looks a little runny. I'll give it a try. Update on my savories. To a little bit of my surprise, I should have known this, but everything I had was cold. I was at a station where there's no heat trays or anything else, so the breakfast sandwiches with the bacon and the sausage, and there's sausage rolls, and there's the quiche that I have. It's all served like room temperature sitting out there, so yeah, I tried to taste them. It tastes are pretty good, but I would have really liked it warm, but I should have known going in just from the station that I got it from. So I'm going to keep trying, though. Flavors are there. And I love the presentation. All looks delicious. Well, you're definitely knocking it out with all those berries almost gone.
I'm telling you, this was full of strawberries and raspberries, and those raspberries were phenomenal.
Breakfast has arrived. We ordered it from the table, and I have a Western. Feels nice and hot. That's the first test. I got some toast with it, a little bit of butter, but Mr. Canuck has a butter issue, she says over there.
I don't think I'm going to have enough butter for me. Oh my goodness, the butter is rock hard though. So I went with a ham and cheese omelet and a side order of bacon.
There is no cheese in my omelet, just so you know. But there's definitely runny stuff in my omelet oozing out, which I suspect is not cooked egg. So
Mine is really cooked, sir.
Yeah,
I just
well,
dug mine in. It's thoroughly cooked.
there we go. So I got unlucky with the omelet cooking today.
Mine's totally cooked.
Mine's not cooked at all. And
Like, look at mine in the middle.
yours is perfect. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, yours is perfect. We are done with breakfast. And guess what? I am carrying fruit to the cabin. You ever carried fruit to the cabin? It's new for me. I also have an orange in my hand, but you can't see it because it's below your camera. And I have champagne glasses. So fruit and champagne glasses. Back to the cabin. Back to the cabin with my fruit. And found out that there is a notification about times are changing. But we're not changing. So I think it's telling us that we are going to stay on ship time, even though these ports will be an hour forward. So similar to what Carnival used to do years ago when we always sailed Carnival. I noticed something odd about my cabin. I'm going to show you. Something is not square, is what I think is going on here. Now take a look at this. Take a look at my bed. Can you see? It's at a funny angle compared to the wall, but it is flush to this bed perfectly, or to this wall perfectly. So I think the cabin is tapered. I'm going to bring a tape measure next time I go on Virgin and find out. So I think that this part of the cabin where I'm standing right now is wider than down at this end of the cabin where it actually narrows. I'm just not sure which wall it is that narrows. I suspect it's the one on the bed, but I'm not sure. Anyways, time for some balcony time. Okay, I was playing with my little tablet here in the room and found something called Ship Tracker. And I pushed that, my TV popped on, and there we go. You can see that we are off the coast of Cuba, actually somewhere that we've been before. We have been right there, to Cayo Coco, at an all-inclusive. I'm out on the balcony now, and looks like we're catching up to a freighter. We're going on by. Now this is near perfect. This is easily one of the most relaxing things I have ever done on a cruise ship. I'm laying in my hammock, it's gently swaying. And for someone like me with motion sickness, it actually kind of balances things out. Feels really good. And I can hear the waves going by. Hopefully you can hear them too. See a little bit of blue sky, a few clouds, Cuba's in the distance. And I'm about to settle into a nice audiobook and really enjoy this. This is absolutely wonderful. What a fantastic idea. These hammocks are on the balconies. The only thing missing is there's only one, and there needs to be two. Or we need to find a way to share this one. But for now, I'm going to chill out and enjoy the hammock balcony life. Something new and wonderful that we found here on Virgin. Okay.
All right.
Looks like we're going to open up a little champagne for some mimosas this morning on the balcony.
Uh-huh.
This has gone badly in the past. Just ask Paul and Carol's roof of their cabin. Let's see how this works today. Anybody blow us? If it starts to come out, we don't need towels or anything out here. I'm a little worried. Oh, it's got pressure.
Ooh.
Good thing. Didn't come out.
There you go.
I did it.
You did
I haven't
it.
saved a dolphin because it didn't go into the ocean.
Oh, good. Good job. Hey.
Here we are.
Well, cheers to a beautiful sea day on a beautiful balcony.
For sure. Here we go. Well, she is in hammock jail. You can see her through the bars and they look there, threads. And in her jail, she gets served mimosas, it looks like, and she's eating a little bit of fruit out of a bento box, if you can see through there. Fresh strawberries. This could be addictive. I said to Mrs. Canuck, maybe I need to book more balconies because this is something special. Although only Virgin has this hammock that makes it even better here. It's almost lunchtime. We're going to finish our little bit of a mimosa and snack, do a little more reading on the balcony, before we go find out what we can see for lunch. We are on the move, going to look for some lunch. We're just walking along deck 7, which is one of the main thoroughfares. Seems this one and deck 6 are the ones that kind of go from aft to bow. Yeah. Keep on walking. It's the cafe we're going by right now. Ground Club is called.
So we just came down to deck 7 to get a little nibbly lunch, and check this out. We were in a place called the DockHouse. They have inside seating. They also have a big open outside seating, but it's pretty full out there right now because a lot of people are enjoying the beautiful weather. But I just want to explain a little bit of how this works. So you come to a table, it has a little menu here with nibblies that you can order. And then it also has a drink menu here. But when you've decided that you want an order, all you do is flip this up and a server comes by and they get your drink order and your food order.
So our lunch has arrived.
Very
Let's show you what it
quickly.
is.
And I ordered the grilled shrimp and steak on pitas. And what did you get over there?
I've got chicken thighs on a pita.
There you go.
Also on a stick. So shrimp or beef, did you win?
They were both very tasty. I would say that my shrimp were excellent. Like, I will definitely be having more of them this week. And maybe a little bit hotter. The beef was good, but it was not hot.
My chicken was very cold. So not refrigerated, but just like room temperature. So it was kind of tasty, but hard to tell when it's not proper temperature. Hey, we're on a hunt for pizza. We're here at the pizza place. Gonna find ourselves pizza pie. And they make the pizzas fresh right here. I'm guaranteed I'm gonna get a hot one this way.
We were on the hunt for some hot food, so we thought freshly made pizza was the place to come. So if Mr. Canucks better find this hot, because I just watched them take it out of the oven. I have pepperoni, and what do you have?
I have, it's supposed to be the specialty pizza of the day is chicken with onions and cheese. And I decided to say, throw on some tomato sauce too, more than just the barbecue sauce they were using. So looks like a mess. Smells good. Okay, lunch is complete. Found some hot food and some hot pizza, which was good. And they're very efficient in there.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether there's 0 people or 20 people in line, they get through pretty good. So I like it. Anyways, off we go to see if we can find some outdoor space to relax. See what's going on up in the pool deck. Here we go into the pool area. And it looks crazy. There you go. Well, we are on some loungers, but you can probably tell from my hair. It's a little windy out here. We found some shade, but there's no wind breaks along the deck here, so like the wind just gusts right through here, so it's a little breezy.
It is.
We tried to relocate. It's a little chilly up there and very windy actually. But yeah, deck space is hard to come by. Chairs are tight together. And so the hunt continues for some good deck space. Definitely very busy on a sea day at the pools. Well, we're done relaxing. We did lots of that this morning and this afternoon.
We really did, yes.
Yep, we were discussing the main pool area. It was definitely loud and crazy busy. But I think it's exactly as people on Virgin that like that type of thing expected it. So
Yeah, but we thought we'd be able to find a quiet area, but we weren't successful at doing that. Like usually if you go up a deck or further back, which we tried to do, but it was just so windy there that I was actually cold and couldn't take the quantity of wind.
yeah, it was very, very windy. So getting those areas that were in the shade felt cool, and the hot areas were like stifling down by the pool. So.
Yeah, so we were very appreciative of the balcony. We used it a lot today.
Yeah, for sure. We got our money's worth out of this balcony already today. More than on most trips combined.
Yeah, true enough.
So we are heading out. We're going to see if we can find some pre-dinner music, and then we have something special planned for dinner tonight.
We do.
We are going to the Laugh Out Loud Supper Club, I think is what they call it.
Yeah, it is. So, yeah, we're looking forward to that. That's something that is not an extra fee, which we appreciate. You know, we've seen these offerings on different cruises, but usually have to pay to go to them. So this is included. We didn't have to pay extra. So we're looking forward to checking it out and see what it's all about.
For sure. So let's grab that drink, and then we'll show you. I think it's a bit of comedy with dinner tonight.
Yeah.
Here we go. Okay, it seems that every time we get down the hall before dinner, it is blue lighting, and tonight it accents the blue dress.
Yeah.
Looks like some kind of blue velvet or something. Is that the right word?
Yes.
Oh, I even got the texture right. It looks like it's about 15/16 length, as I can see some black shoes. And we are off. And off we go to find the After the Ship. We have a little bit of music. We are at On the Rocks, which is, I believe, a whiskey bar is the rumor. I think that means I have to have whiskey.
I am not having whiskey.
No? We should give a bar tab update. So what did your drink cost?
I don't know. I didn't see it listed in the menu, so I have no idea. I'll have to check my phone later on to tell you the answer to that.
Oh my. She was supposed to be keeping track of these things because our dollars are very valuable on this trip. There's no all-inclusive. Mine Crown Royal was $13. See, I'm keeping track for you. So they also have featured drinks we've been noticing around the ship. Tonight's is the Heartbreaker, and Virgin has their own craft beer. You may have to try that pale ale. We're at a whiskey bar, so let's order some Canadian whiskey. Crown Royal and Diet. And you, what do you got? Water over there?
Yeah, I'm drinking water.
Delicious water. Wonder how much they charged you for it. You still don't know. Here we are at the Manor. Going in for our dinner and comedy show. This is the view when you come to the Manor. Glitzy, glitzy. We're finding our seat now. Table for two, right here. Everybody's getting seated right now, and we are here in the Manor, aka the Supper Club. This is Canucks working on the menu. So I've got to figure out a first course first, and then there's a second course available. There's 3 different options there. They got some sides. Third course, at the bottom is like a kind of a dessert. Then of course all the wine, beer, and you can do the bottomless auction. You can do a $30, drink all you want, all night long.
Well, not all night long.
All the time we're here.
Yeah, for the length of time you're here.
We have ordered, and my beverage has arrived. I have ordered a little bit of Corona with a little bit of lime.
So you are all the people that don't give a shit about football. How's that how we're doing?
Show is on, so we can't talk much, but we are both having the pretzel.
I went with the same thing.
But the one thing I liked about Copperfield is he would take people from the audience, bring them up on stage, and make them the stars of the show. I always loved that. And then I found out over the years, not always easy. Some people, very cool. They come up, they're fun. Other people kind of shy. Right?
What's not to say you're just going to run into the casino and gamble all the
still
way?
on. We have another
Hey, looks like it goes on. Well, no, I got gambling
fish
money.
and chips. Mrs.
So it's one of those
Name.
interesting
And we got a
towns.
side veggies.
The weirdest part for me is
And
the hotel
jalapeno
we're
peppers.
at.
Dessert has arrived.
I like doing this.
Yes.
I like
several different types of cookies.
cool doing a cribbing cruise. I haven't done one. What last
over
of the ships I did.
That's the end of her. We're heading down the tunnel. How you know? Look at her in her blue dress, all glitzy with the lighting.
Glitzy. The glitzy wall.
That was a supper club.
Yeah, that's a neat idea and nice venue. We had a fun time, or at least I did.
There was 3 comedians, so we heard all of them at the same time. All the meals were coming out, so we had not much of a chance to talk about our food because the comedians were on when the call came out.
Were on, yeah. So
as you probably heard.
We had 2 choices of an appetizer. I think 3 choices for our main, and then there was a cookie platter that we had, and you could get a regular cookie platter or a gluten-free one.
Yep, so the food was pretty good. Portion size was smallish, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it all came out, it all worked well. The last comedian we'd actually seen before, I believe it was the Volendam we saw in the spring.
Well, and I think we saw him somewhere else too. I'm pretty sure we've seen him on 2 other ships in the last year or so, so it was the exact same set, unfortunately.
Yeah, so we heard all those jokes before. But yeah, the meal was good. It was a fun way to spend an evening.
Yeah, it was.
So now we're going to poke around and see what's going on around the ship.
Yes.
Mrs. Canuck has still got a bit of a grr on after her smaller portions, so we've decided to come up to the Galley and see.
Blaming it all on me, are you?
All on you, because I'm full. I ate lots. I ate Brussels sprouts tonight. That's how healthy I was. We'll see if we can find some food up here. So far, no luck.
The bakery
Pops and
area.
bubs. Champagne popsicles. What do we got here? Coco Vin. There you go. Yeah, Coco Vin.
Vin?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
and fried shrimp as well. And you got your all-day breakfast. It's always available.
Mortadella flatbread.
And all kinds of special treats. I even see heart-shaped treats up here.
Cute, eh?
Can she find her cinnamon bun she liked the other day?
No,
No.
haven't seen it yet.
We can film this one. It's not someone's food. It's like a chicken sandwich.
So we are up at the Galley and just grabbed a couple sweet treats before, I don't know, whether we're heading to bed after this or looking for music, but a little snack right now.
We are back walking towards our cabin. We did check out some hot tubs, but they still have people in them. So it's not like Princess where we can find empty hot tubs in the evening. Here we are back in our cabin. It's kind of neat when you open the door and come in, the lights come on. This is the setting that comes in, this mood lighting. Anyways, I think the Super Bowl is going on tonight around the ship, so we're not gonna watch the game, but instead we're gonna play with this little gizmo right here that has movies.
So I think what we're going to do is we're going to find ourselves a good movie. We're going to probably maybe go grab some popcorn or a pop. And we are going to relax tonight in the cabin and call it a night there. Before we watch that movie, we wanted to say goodnight tonight.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a different sea day or a way we end our vlog series. You know, normally you're going to see us going to a main stage show, but it is Super Bowl night tonight. So that's what's going on in the main stage. And we've already done the comedy club. So we're just going to reward ourselves with a little quiet time after a very busy previous cruise with the group cruise people. We're having a little bit of a quieter journey on this time, even though we're on a Virgin ship.
Yep. So yeah, it was a sea day today. We spent some time in the balcony in the hammock, and it was actually nice and relaxing. It's not just a gimmick, it really is comfortable.
Absolutely.
In fact, I wish we had 2 hammocks.
It's true. We sort of took turns sharing it. A few times I almost fell asleep when I was on it, so it is very comfortable.
So then, yeah, we did a little bit of poking around the ship, had some lunch, came back for more relaxed time, and then we did that comedy club, which was lots of fun, something special.
Yes.
And a nice way to wrap up kind of a quiet night.
Yeah, we thought about trying to get into the hot tubs, but there's not a whole lot of them on this ship, and they're a little bit smaller than what we've seen on other cruise ships, so they're very popular, and there's always people in them so far. So hopefully, at some point in this voyage, we'll be able to get in.
Yeah, for sure. So tomorrow, we are at a brand new port that we have never been at.
Yeah, exciting. That's great. We've been to Amber Cove before, but we've never been to this spot.
Yes, we are in Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic, and we have been there at an all-inclusive resort, but never on a ship.
That's true. So we're looking forward to that. See what we get up to.
Exactly. So get some sleep. We're going to go watch a movie, and we will see you in the morning in the Dominican Republic.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.